Say that again. Start over again, okay. Welcome to season 2 of Black Coffee Talk Show. We are here at Front Deck Bar in legendary 3rd Ward, Houston, Texas. I'm Melanie Howard.
I'm Tiffany O.
And I'm Isis Alanis.
This is where our topics are hot.
Our topics are strong.
And
Our
the
opinions
object-
are strong.
And the objective is to wake that ass up.
Go get it.
All right. This is where our topics are hot.
Our opinions are strong.
And the objective is to wake that ass up.
Today we're going to talk about being single versus being
Married.
If you like to put a ring on it. Yeah, so can I jump in there real quick?
I'm still single, by the way.
Well, listen, you know, it's
Technically.
I don't want you guys to mistake the title for what you probably think I'm gonna say. This is what I want to talk about: being single versus being married. Okay, now that I'm married, I feel that there's a lot of people that become disconnected from when they were single, and I find that to be strange because I'll see and I'll read subliminals about people being single as if it's a bad thing, when I know some married people that would probably trade lives with those single people. So I just want to cancel the myth that just because you're married means that you're married. That does not mean that there's automatic happiness, and being single does not mean that you are sad. We have got to stop that. It does not. We don't need to talk down on people for being single or even being choosy, having a preference. Because not everybody that's single is single because they have to be. It's a choice.
I agree. So I've been married for 9 years now. Yay, thank you. Shout out to the Black Left. So I couldn't agree with you more. A lot of people think that, once I'm married, I have to be a certain way. So my husband married me the same way. I've always been outgoing. I've always been charismatic. I'm always a social butterfly. I'm always going to be around the who's who and know certain people, and I love to support people. That's my thing. And we went to premarital counseling, which I think everyone should do if you're going to get married. And that was the direct layout, how we choose to be parents to our daughter, how we choose to live our lives, and what our ultimate goal is. So he understood that marrying me, and it's worked for us. And I'll be honest and say, if you would have switched up anywhere in between, hey, look, I always go back to our premarital counseling book. I'm always like, look, and remember, it says,
right.
I said,
and you said,
but all jokes aside, no, just because you are married does not mean, now there are limits, but doesn't mean you have to become this whole stay-at-home, I am. No, that's not what you're supposed to do. You still live your life, you still date.
Right.
So technically, you're still, I always call my husband my boyfriend.
Right.
My boyfriend, baby daddy, homie lover friend is what I call him, because he's still my dude at the end of the day.
Right.
So that's us.
I mean, I definitely agree. Because you're single doesn't mean you're sad, and because you're married doesn't mean you're happy. I think actually, when you're single, the more time you spend with yourself, evolving into the person you want to be, who you're feeling comfortable with, and being by yourself is the most important thing before you get married. Because you're going to endure some things that are going to be uncomfortable, and you're going to have to learn how to adjust. As an engaged person, which means I'm technically single, destined to be married very soon, and I'm already preparing myself in a sense of, yes, my fiance accepts me for all of whom I am, not that shit crazy and everything, like he accepts me. However, I know, he has a standard, like he's always clean, his house is always clean, his room's always cleaned up, so I'm like, I gotta work on mine just a little bit because I don't want to put him in a situation where he's frustrated with me because I haven't done the adult thing and learned up how to clean up after myself. So I think when you learn yourself and you evolve yourself more and you're single, you're actually probably more happy because you don't have to adjust what you like to do for someone else. You can just do you.
And everybody's not gonna be married. That's just life,
I mean, single is life.
But I think accepting that and being content with that, it's easier said than done. But being under the illusion that I can only be happy once I'm married. I'm talking to every single person that's watching this. trust me, there are some miserable married people
Yes.
that are out there. And those of you that are married that try to throw daggers at those that are single, shame on you. Because if we can open up your closets into those private conversations that you have, I'm sure that opinion would change. So I just feel like a marriage should be an example to a single person of what could be a healthy relationship. But in the meantime, like you were saying, Mel, create that healthy relationship with yourself.
That's
But
important.
while you're single, don't let nobody waste your time.
Right.
That's the other
Ooh,
side of the
preach
married
that,
part.
preach that.
Like you are the driver of your ship. You can tell whoever to get off at the next deck. Don't be up here letting everybody ride on your boat while you're single.
And
I
let me-
think-
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think one of the reasons a lot of people who are single aim to get married is the sexual aspect of it, because everybody wants to be pleased in that way. Everybody wants to feel that type of pleasure. And I
Bless
think,
sex.
you know, once you realize that sex is not everything, and it's actually better when you have a person who genuinely loves you and you can connect with, mind, spiritually, soulfully, when you can connect with some person, the sex is entirely way better than, you know, well, you cute, I'm cute, let's do this. Like, you know, so marriage comes with the blessing of sex, but it's not the ultimate goal. And I think a lot of people who are single are seeking towards that because they want to feel that intimate connection, which is something you have to first feel with yourself,
Yeah.
with God. You know what I'm saying? If you know God, you know, you gotta first feel an intimate connection with someone other than someone you want to have sex with.
Right.
So,
And so, going back to the being single part, also know if your goal is to be married, two things. Sometimes a lot of single people getting married get caught up in the wedding, right? The
Right.
celebration.
Right.
They can't really see past that. They're like, "Ooh, I'm
Yeah.
getting married. Ooh, hair, nails, badass gown." Like they're thinking all this, but then once that's over, I mean, that lasts maybe 4 or 5 hours,
Yeah.
and it costs a lot of money. And then past that, there's still life. So I think people don't see past that, one. And two, also because this recently happened, if you know your wife material and you know you want to get married, you've been praying for your husband, please watch who you take advice from. And I say that don't take advice from someone single who is happy to be single and ultimately wants to get married too, but maybe they just don't want to see you happy too. If you know your wife material, you want to get married, and you're seeking advice, I would just caution who you take advice from, married versus single. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, and wrapping it up, I know we get ready to wrap it up, but no, she
Go on.
just made a point that I want to touch on, because someone I saw a meme or something and it said, you know, don't take advice from someone who doesn't have a man, someone who can't keep a man, someone who never. It was something about that, and I just thought that was bull potatoes, because there are a lot of people who have been married that can offer some good advice.
yes.
There are a lot of people that are single that seek to be married and just learn from their experiences that can also give good advice. So I agree with you. Take caution and make a good observation of
Yes.
the information that you're getting from that individual.
Yes.
Not so much solely on their
Right.
social status of being in a relationship, but, you know, if they make good judgment.
Right.
so single or married, be mindful of who you get your advice from. And it's not all bad being single, and it's not all good being married. Remember that. If you have any comments below, let us know. Add us, follow us on Instagram. Thanks for watching Black Coffee Talk Show.
Bye.